Hello, welcome back. So, because of the storm, we're having technical difficulties. I can't go online and I can't do a live workout video with you guys. So I just wanted to jump on, well, I'm going to record a video anyway, but I wanted to let you know before we got too far that I've already done my planks and I have 5 minutes, 32.05 seconds. I'll be able to log them in as soon as this storm is done. But so if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma GAINZ and this is Bohippianlife. I'm a reselling grandma on multiple platforms, but this video is going to be about crocheting. Yeah, so let's crochet. Let's get get our stuff together and get this party started. So we are going to make some roses. These ones are not sewn together yet. I have 5 of them down here. And I need 8 total. So I'm going to set them off to the side. And we are using an H hook. You can use whatever size you want. The size of your hook determines the size of your rose. Now these roses are for the skulls that we made. And hopefully, yeah, they're going to be the roses for these skulls. So I have a few more roses to make, and then we have some leaves, rose leaf petals, whatever, to make. So I'm using a 4-ply yarn. This is just some stuff that's been in stock. You guys know I get my yarn either donated or auctions, sales, treasure hunting. So I'm going to leave a little tail on this end. And we're going to loosely chain 30. There we go. We are going to single crochet second from the hook. So skipping the first, not counting the one on your hook either. Skipping the first one, going to the second one, we're going to single crochet, chain 2, skip the next stitch, single crochet, chain 2, skip the next stitch, single crochet, chain 2, and this is what your project should look like so far. And in between we have these little chain 2 spaces, and we're going to continue that pattern all the way to the end. So again, skip the next stitch, single crochet the next one, chain 2, skip, single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet, and I will meet you at the end of our row. So I'm super close to the end. I just put a single crochet, chain 2, skip the next stitch, and I'm going to single crochet the very last one. You know, and if your number is off, don't worry about it. if you have an extra stitch in there, skip it. And just have a little bit bigger of a space. It's no big deal. Nobody's going to know. Chain 1, turn. Now we are going to put 3 single crochets in that first chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. We are going to slip stitch that single crochet in the previous row, the one below it. So slip stitch, chain 1, and now in the next chain 2 space we are going to do 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, slip stitch the next stitch, chain 1, and we are going to do 3 double crochets the next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, slip stitch that single crochet, that's the next stitch, chain 1, and we are going to 4 half double crochets the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch the next stitch, chain 1, 5 half double crochets the next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oopsie, 5, chain 1, slip stitch the next, it's there, just got to look for it, slip, chain 1, 4 half double crochet, wait a minute, what did we just do, 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is 4 half doubles, so we're going to go 5, 4, 5, 4 all the way down to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch the next, slip, chain 1, 5 half double crochets the next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch. I have Lagertha right here at my feet, chain 1 right here with her chew toy on one side of her, her shin bone thingy on the other side of her, and she's passed out in between the two of them. 5 half double crochets in the next, 1, 2, however many, hold on, 3, 4, 5. What I'm trying to say is if your previous one was 4, then the next one's 5. I may have made a mistake, and if you do, don't worry about it. Nobody's going to notice if there's 4 or 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 half doubles in that one, chain 1, slip stitch the next, chain 1, 5 half double crochets in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch the next, chain 1, 4 half double crochets the next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch the next, chain 1, 5 half doubles in the next chain 2 space. 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, oopsie, I almost got ahead of myself, slip stitch, chain 1, how many was that? 1, was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It sure was. This one's 4. Get it together, Trey. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, and then 5 in the last one. If this is not your last one, keep going until you are at your last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch that last chain 1 space, and chain 1. We're going to fasten off, but we're going to fasten off, we're going to cut a fairly long tail, because that tail we're going to use to sew our rows together. So, I mean, you don't need an extremely long one. We're only going to put a couple little stitches back and forth. And chain 1, cut, pull all the way through. That will lock it in. Now, we're going to the side with the small tail. That's why we have 2 different sizes. Now, you can roll these in any direction you want. And what I mean is, the top of the stitches facing you, or the stitches facing me, however you want. I am going to have this side of the stitches facing down, and I'm just going to roll it. Well, let's see. All right. Instead of doing it upside down, I'm going to have them facing me, and I'm just going to roll it in on itself, following this little line right here. And you will see the rows start to form. You don't have to do it super tight. Now we have an adorable purple rose. And we will use this, as I said, to sew it together. So that is 6. I need 2 more, you guys. 2 more. So again, chain 30. There we go, 30. So as I said, if you have a larger hook, your rows will be bigger. If you used a smaller hook, you're going to have a smaller, tighter rows. And the same with the yarn. You could use double your yarn. You could use or just get a thicker ply yarn. You could use a thinner yarn. And make them however many you want, any way you want. So second from the hook, we're going to single crochet. And again, chain 2, skip the next stitch, single crochet the next, chain 2, skip the next stitch, single crochet the next one, chain 2, skip, single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet, chain 2, and we're going to repeat that all the way to the end. And I'm down to my last chain 2, skip, single crochet the last stitch, chain 1, turn, 3 single crochets in the first chain 2 space, chain 1, single crochet the next single crochet, no, slip stitch the next single crochet, chain 1, 3 half double crochets the next chain space, chain 2 space, chain 1, slip stitch the next single crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, slip stitch the next single crochet, chain 1, 4 half double crochets, 1 in the next chain 2 space, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch the next space, the next single crochet, chain 1, 5 half double crochets, the next chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, 4 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch, and we're going to repeat that pattern every single space, chain 2 space, all the way to the end. We only have a few more to go, and I will meet you down there in a minute. I am down to my last chain 2 space of half double crochets. Oops. Chain 1, slip stitch that last stitch, chain 1, leave yourself a nice little tail, longish tail, because we are using that to, whoopsie, sew it together. And now we have one more to do. So you guys, I'm gonna do make one more real quick, and I will be back and we will sew these roses together. And rolling up the last one, again starting from the shorter end, which that is the end that has the single crochets, 3 half doubles and 3 doubles, and then it goes into 4 halves, 5 halves, 4 halves, 5 halves. So this is the end that has all the 3s, and we're just pinching and rolling it along the chain. There. We have a beautiful rose. And I have 8 of them. In here is my miscellaneous sewing things. Tapestry needle. This is the long tail. So, holding onto your rose, we are going to go from the bottom, and we're just going to weave all the way in from one side all the way over to the other, one side to the other, pull it through, not pulling it too tight. If you pull it too tight, you're going to get that. So loosen it up, and let me show you again. If you pull it too tight, you're going to get that. So don't pull it too tight. And we're going to come back through, coming over a couple stitches, and again, weaving our way in and out. pulling it nice and snug, but not too tight. And then we're going to go again one more time, couple stitches over, and we're going to work our way through. There. And you have a beautiful rose. And because we still have that little tail there, you can knot them together. Or before I do that, I am going to just weave in and out a few times and lock this in. Whoops, I got a petal in there. A rose petal. There. And now I'm just gonna knot it. Now, if you wanted to, you could, I'm gonna reverse knot. If you wanted to, you could cut these down, but because we are making a scarf and we are going to be attaching these to our skulls, somewhere up in the corner, I'm going to leave that on there. So again, let's take the next one. Oopsie, oops, that one just came undone. Here's another one. Short tail, long tail. And again, we're just working our way in, and we're going through all the layers because we rolled it. Just gonna snug our rose up so it will not fall apart. Especially if somebody goes to wash it, which it will be, it's a hand washed item and line dry. You don't want the roses to come apart. There, so just a couple of them. Lock it in. Reverse knot. Now we have two beautiful roses. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these, you guys. I'll be right back. So I'm putting a knot in my last rose. Reverse knot, I should say. I think that's what it's called, a reverse knot. There we go. Can you hear that wind? It's super crazy here. So yeah. And they all have their little tails. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 beautiful purple roses. Oh my goodness, they're stinking adorable. I love them. So I'm going to end this video here, you guys. And the next video that I will be uploading, the next crochet video I'm going to be uploading, I should say. The next one that's uploading is probably going to be a workout video or card of the day. So the next crochet video will be the leaves that we make for our roses. So again, if you are making multiple skeleton scarves, go ahead, make yourself a whole bunch of roses. These are stinking adorable. I love them. If you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share. Coffee break. And don't forget to check out my 3-level membership levels that I offer. Coffee Club, Wildflower, and Bohippianlife. Every one offers something different. Current subscribers, nothing changes for you at all. You're still going to get the content that you enjoy. So again, I hope you guys have the best day ever, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crocheting. I was going to say happy hooking, but yeah, no, happy crocheting. And then there's that.